Stargate to Earth!
Well, we had a first season arc and we have an idea for a second season arc. And to think beyond that is kind of silly. It's like predicting the weather too far into the future. It's just not going to happen. But the one thing you asked earlier, what have you learned? I think what we've become good at, what Stargate has become very good at by itself, and sort of a critical mass, is it's having stories and that create other stories, legs. The show has legs like nobody's business. You know, the Stargate itself is an incredible storytelling device. I mean, you go through, you come in, you're on another planet. Boom. That's what do you can go anywhere from there. I mean, you really can't because we don't want to run around through trees, so we can't do that all the time. But it's a great device, and B, it opens up the world. I mean, the storytelling world. But also now we have a ship. The ship is a storytelling device. It's a world to explore in and of itself, and we were very aware that we didn't want to be completely cut off, and so we included a science fiction conceit called communication stones, which are very much part of the Stargate universe. Stargate world. No, that's a game. It's part of Stargate, and they afford the opportunity to tell stories on Earth by the way it works is you have a stone, somebody else has a stone across a vast distance, and if you each are touching them, you can literally exchange consciousness across an enormous distance, even though we're several billion light years away. Obviously, it operates on some plane that we're not aware of, but it affords our characters the ability to go home, not in their own bodies, but in host bodies. And we're just discovering now there's a whole bunch of interesting stories and dilemmas that can arise from that. It's great. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of science fiction. In science fiction, you get to use a science fiction device, plot device, character device, something that says, okay, now this opens up a whole new world. You can go through a Stargate to another planet. Which creates aliens, environments. Spaceships themselves are full of story potential. Yeah, I love it, and I've always said this, but science fiction is not one genre. It's all of them. We can include suspense, we can include mystery, we can include drama, we can include comedy. That's another thing that universe is going to have a little bit of, just because that's Stargate. Stargate has never taken itself so seriously, even though this is a more realistic show by far than the other two. But the characters are going to be funny every now and then. They just, because that is realistic. Honestly, Robert and I were not going to do just another Stargate. We were kind of done. I know Robert was dying to go do something else. He spent a lot of time here, and this is that. I mean, we kind of had our cake and are eating it too, because we're doing something very different, and it's still called Stargate, but it is so different that we're individually and together, and the whole bunch of us, excited about what we're doing in a way that we really haven't been in a little while, and it's exciting. It's fun. I mean, it's fun. We're having a great time here, and I think again, everybody says this, but there's a little bit of a sense from Rob and I to the grips and second ADs to everybody on the show. Every aspect of the crew is feeling a little bit part of something that's pretty good, and that's the vibe. The vibe is a little bit of pride, a little bit of this is good. I think this is going to be cool. think we have a little bit more potential with this one to see a wider audience and to appeal to more than just the, you know, the science fiction fan or even just the Stargate fan.